In chapter 2 of Zephaniah, the prophet calls the people to gather together and humble themselves before the coming day of the Lord's wrath. He urges them to seek the Lord, righteousness, and humility, hoping that they might be hidden and spared when his fierce anger is poured out. This chapter emphasizes the urgency of repentance and turning back to God to avoid destruction. The chapter then shifts to pronounce judgment on the neighboring nations surrounding Judah. Philistia, Moab, Ammon, Ethiopia, and Assyria are all named as targets of God's punishment for their pride, violence, and contempt against his people. Their lands will be desolate, and their cities destroyed as a result of their sins and arrogance. Zephaniah foretells the scattering and downfall of these nations, showing that God's judgment extends beyond Judah to the entire region. The chapter highlights the justice of God in punishing the wicked and the hope for restoration for the humble remnant who seek him. The enemies of God's people will be cut off, and their pride will be brought low. The chapter closes with a promise that the remnant of Israel will live securely in their land, free from fear and oppression. The Lord will dwell in the midst of his people, bringing them restoration and protection. This chapter balances the message of coming judgment with a hopeful vision of salvation for those who remain faithful. Let's now read Zephaniah chapter 2. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment, seek righteousness, seek meekness, it may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. For Gaza shall be forsaken, and Ashkelon a desolation, they shall drive out Ashdod at the noonday, and Ekron shall be rooted up. Woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nation of the Cherethites. The word of the Lord is against you, O Canaan, the land of the Philistines, I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. And the sea coast shall be dwellings and cottages for shepherds, and folds for flocks. And the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah, they shall feed thereupon, in the houses of Ashkelon shall they lie down in the evening, for the Lord their God shall visit them, and turn away their captivity. I have heard the reproach of Moab, and the revilings of the children of Ammon, whereby they have reproached my people, and magnified themselves against their border. Therefore as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles, and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. The Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, every one from his place, even all the isles of the heathen. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword. And he will stretch out his hand against the north, and destroy Assyria, and will make Nineveh a desolation, and dry like a wilderness. And flocks shall lie down in the midst of her, all the beasts of the nations, both the cormorant and the bittern shall lodge in the upper lintels of it, their voice shall sing in the windows, desolation shall be in the thresholds, for he shall uncover the cedar work. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Every one that passeth by her shall hiss, and wag his hand. This ends our reading of Zephaniah chapter 2.